Hi everyone. By the end of this video, you will not just learn my thought process for my situation, but you will also understand in what general cases Canada might be better than the US. So firstly, why did I even apply to both Canada and the US for masters? Here is why. We will be discussing Canada's pros first. First is high quality education. Second is lower tuition. Third is off-campus part-time jobs possibility. Fourth is good tech job opportunities. Fifth is very convenient point-based permanent residency process. Sixth is parents' PR is easy too once you get yours. Seventh is better health benefits. And eighth is better family benefits. Now let's discuss some of the USA's pros. First is high quality education. Second is endless tech job opportunities. Third is higher salary. Fourth is lower taxes. Fifth is lower cost of living in majority of the states. Sixth is better weather. Seventh is you can move to Canada on a PR after your master's and 2+ years of full-time job in the US. Both had great upsides. I was more than happy to choose either country, and my parents did not question me to apply to many universities across USA and Canada. I wanted to increase my chances across both of these countries. So now let's discuss what was my situation while deciding where to go. I was about to graduate from VIT from a 4-year bachelor's in IT months after this decision. I had no experience. I was my parents' only child. I was from an upper middle class family. I had got a fully funded offer from University of Alberta for MSc CS and admit for MScs at UMass Amherst, where I had to pay full tuition. Both are similarly ranked globally and come under the top 20 for CS programs in AI and ML. These are my screenshots of the offer letters for transparency. If I chose US, I was about to spend my parents' 75% of savings for my STEM masters. And I was super tense at this situation because I had put all my effort in applying to get a funded or cheaper masters in the US. But I ended up with an admit with expensive masters as per my standards, even though it's slightly higher than average tuition as we discussed in my previous videos. But for my budget, it was too expensive. I was rejected from many other dream universities in the US. So why did I choose US 5 years back? What information did I have back then that led me to this decision? First is I always wanted to come to the US. If I went to Canada, I'd still have this thought of moving to the US in the future. I had already lived with this thought for the past 8 years. I was into English songs, American YouTube content, overall more culturally attracted towards the US. I wanted to go for bachelor's too, but I had no clue at that time. I just knew it was too expensive and my parents could not afford it. So I did not even ask anyone at that point. Second is higher tech salaries after education. For example, median entry-level software engineer salary at Google is $175,000 in the US. Whereas it's only $115,000 in Canada as per levels.fyi. Third is lower income taxes. In general, additional income taxes are over 5% or more in Canada. Fourth is similar cost of living. If you live in medium to low cost of living areas in the US, you can save actually even more. Fifth is I can always go to Canada later. Being young in my career, I can always move to Canada later on with PR for stability. That time and even now. My grandparents are still alive, so my parents won't be moving anytime soon. So I did not have any rush to call them as of now. I can always call them at a later point if need be by moving to the Canada and settling there. My parents were supportive and allowed me the flexibility to choose either. They did not insist on Canada over US, given I was getting a fully funded admit, even though I was about to spend my parents' 75% of life savings for masters in the US. Seventh is I did not need better health and child benefits in near future. Being young, I did not have any health issues. Being single, I did not have any family plans soon. Eighth is Canadian University required a thesis. You usually get fully funded admits only for these programs. And I was not super confident in my capability to pursue research and do a thesis. But I knew if push comes to shove, I'll do it. At that time, I preferred to become a generalist across computer science, especially in ML domains, rather than focusing on one specific ML research area. And the last is program length. That Canadian program would have been at least 2 years because of thesis, whereas I could complete my master's in the US within 1.5 years and started earning higher salaries early. I hope these reasonings help you in your situation. Maybe you're already 3 to 4 years into full-time. In that case, Canada probably can be a better choice in terms of family benefits and stability. Maybe in your field, Canadian salaries are comparable to that in the US, or the overall program quality in your specialization is better in Canada. There can be many other reasons. Canada right now might not seem great due to high inflation, high rents, high grocery prices, poor government performance, etc. And the net savings in some areas can be almost equal to what you end up saving in India. But 2025 onwards, things will improve in Canada as Conservative Party will be coming to power most likely. Jobs will increase, expenses will decrease, crime and theft will decrease. So Canada will again become a great option soon. But you might wonder, if I look back now, was my decision worth it to choose US? Absolutely. Actually, having this fully funded offer from Canada fueled me enough to work towards saving tuition, work harder for finding great internship, work harder to get part-time jobs in the US because I knew what I was leaving on the table. So I wanted to ensure that I make the most of my decision of choosing US, especially after spending most of my parents' earning. But I did not ask for a penny from my parents after first year, as my internship earnings took care of everything after second semester. And it eventually led me to create this course and share my learnings with all of you. And I'm just getting started. I conclude this course here and I will be sharing something exciting in the next video. I will see you there. Peace out.